good morning, hola, and namaste. Welcome to the grand finale of TechGig Code Gladiators, an extraordinary event which brings extraordinary recognition to the tech professionals globally. A platform where your coding skills bring you closer to your dreams. I'm your host Sukriti, and I'm so elated to welcome you to the grandeur of our decadal edition of TechGig Code Gladiators. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who has helped make this competition possible over the past 10 years. The participants, the judges, the volunteers, and the corporate partners who all have played a vital role in making this event a success. This competition has grown and evolved over the past 10 years. It has become a premier event for coding enthusiasts from all over the world. We're proud to be a part of this community, and we look forward to continuing to grow and evolve in the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to embark on the first day of this grand journey today, which will conclude with an on-ground live grand finale from Bengaluru. For those of you who will not be there in the city, we will live stream the show for you. So don't worry, TechGig got you covered through this hybrid event for the ever first time. Code Gladiators was incepted in 2014 with a total registration of 36,000, and since then, we've been breaking our own past records and been a felicitator of unique talent for organizations who believe in constant and consistent innovation. The decadal edition of Code Gladiators began on March 27, 2023 and had 3.15 lakh registered participants, out of which approximately 13,000 participants were able to qualify for the semi-finale and only 2,000 were able to go to the finals. Now, after a huge hustle and bustle of approximately more than 90 days, today we've come together to celebrate a decade of this glorious event. With its clarion call of hashtag Come Code Conquer and hashtag Code Gladiators 2023, Code Gladiators has been stirring the internet with more than 1 lakh impressions, making its presence bigger and more impactful already in the show. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our gracious corporate partners who've made this event possible, the pillars who supported us in our journey so far, our location and recruitment partner HPE, our hackathon partners Microsoft and Docre, diversity hackathon partner Microsoft, our platinum associate Infobing, diamond partner Allstate India, silver participant special category IndiaMart, Coldwood Group and Harris, and our community partners Silicon India, Google Cloud Developers, CogniWork and Analytic. Now, without any further ado, let's kickstart this absolutely fantastic decadal edition of Code Gladiators. And to do the honors, may I please invite Mr. Sanjay Goel, Business Head TechGig, to officially announce the grand finale of TechGig Code Gladiators Open.
Thank you, Sukriti. Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the grand finale of TechGig Code Gladiators. This year, TechGig improvised the event format and made it hybrid, which means having people participate offline and virtually to boost the inclusivity. In order to further boost participation and make this even larger, we aspire to execute the finale at multiple physical locations simultaneously and perhaps internationally in the near future. This year, we are also celebrating 10 years of Code Gladiators, and you will probably not believe that in these years, we have connected with more than 15 lakh software professionals and over 200 tech companies. There is a lot of talk about generative AI these days, and whether or not it will lead to job loss across industries, only time will tell. But AI is showing significant promise that it will do better than most average people in most circumstances in their life. And therefore, people with better talent and those who are regularly investing in learning new and complex skills have greater chance to rise and shine. It has been established that hackathons are perhaps the best tool to crowdsource ideas and innovate at a lower cost. We conduct close to 100 hacks in a year, and those of you who participate regularly in it are in return enriched with techno-functional skills, which also expose you to the entrepreneurial capabilities as you learn designing a prototype and also delve deeper into challenges in taking it to the market. In the prevailing times of AI, those of you who are regularly participating in hacks will definitely stay ahead of the curve. One of the interesting features that we made live this year on TechGig is the digital profile of our users. And the database of these users is called TechGig Professionals, short name TG Pro. We are employing AI algorithms to auto-generate a profile that captures skill-level deep expertise that each one of you have acquired over last so many years of your continuous participation on TechGig in countless different engagements. These digital profiles are updated every day, and each user gets a percentile rank based on their performance. These profiles can be accessed by logging into TechGig through an immutable URL available in your profile and through a permanent QR code. Your most updated digital identity on TechGig will be available for the lifetime. So with this small token of appreciation for your hard work, I would like to congratulate all the participants who have qualified for their finale and wish you good luck for the competition. And by the way, your performance in the finale will also be updated in your digital profile. I would like to declare the coding round open. May the best code win. Over to you, Sukriti.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjay Goyal, for inaugurating the coding round for us. So this year we have 2 hackathons along with the open coding rounds. Now, the theme hackathon by Microsoft GitHub Copilot Hackathon garnered approximately 18,000 registrations and concluded with 537 submissions. Now, this theme hackathon had 5 problem statements, namely weather forecasting tool, simple e-commerce inventory management system, personal finance tracker, task management application, and URL shortener service. Our second hackathon, partnered with Dockery on machine learning, witnessed approximately 3,000 registrations with a final submission of 241. Now, the challenge was identifying healthcare professionals and their specialization. After all the hard work our coding ninjas have put into contemplating, designing, curating, and coding their ideas, it's time for the last battle in the world's largest coding competition, Code Gladiators. This year's celebration of coding calls for a double excitement as we toast to the 10th edition of our coding competition, Code Gladiators. We will brace ourselves to witness the coding madness for 2 days. Don't forget to use our hashtag #ComeCodeConquer and hashtag Code Gladiators 2023 to talk about your experience at Code Gladiators. And now it's time to witness the last battle of this mega coding carnival. Congratulations to coders who've made their way to the final hackathons. Keep your eyes on the prize and stay focused. Please take a note of the guidelines and rules for the hackathon finale. We urge you to check your internet connectivity and other setups. You have half an hour to settle down. Developers, please go to the Code Gladiators 2023 dashboard to access the final coding round problem statement. You can assemble in your respective hackathon rooms for the briefing. Your final round will begin sharp at 11 a.m. A quick reminder for all of us that the results of this hackathon and coding round will be declared on July 30th at the grand finale. Good luck to everyone. It's time to code, compete, and celebrate. I will see you at the grand finale on July 30th in Bengaluru. Now, I take this opportunity to invite a software products industry veteran who has significant experience in product buildings in the domains of telecom, network value-added services, and communications technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have please a huge round of applause for Mr. Jayanta Mukherjee, Senior Director and R&D Leader, Communications Technology Group at HPE.
All right, so I just hope that you've all had a great time as part of the Codathon, and big congratulations to TechGig, hosting a coding event and a coding competition 10 years at a trot and still being relevant is not a joke. All right, we have held coding competitions before, within our premises as well, and I can tell you it's not easy. It's not the problem in the code that is difficult, by the way. It's everything else that is difficult. All right. So, the problem with the keynote in something like this is what's going to be key in the note, because we don't know each other, number one. I kind of have some sense of your background and pedigree, but I clearly don't know why you have participated in this competition. And for somebody like me who's been doing products and R&D and stuff like that for a while, not knowing your customer or not knowing the context and still going out and delivering a product, I would have lost my job by now. All right. So it is in this context that I'm here to deliver a keynote, which is completely different from what I normally do in my day job. So what I thought, as I was wondering as to what really to talk about is that I kind of every time we have a discussion around technology and technologists and problems and things like that, one tends to think of what's been definitive and in some sense what's been the real lay of the land when it comes to people like us coming together and doing something about it, right? Now, look, this world has been grappling with some real big existential situations. I won't call them problems yet, but situations for a while. Think of working in or trying to sort of navigate a knowledge economy. Coming from an industrial economic context and a construct, companies and people having to deal with a knowledge economy and an information-based construct is hard. Okay, it's hard, and many of us have been trying to grapple with it. I'm sure whether you realize it fully today or not, but it is something fairly existential. We are also dealing with existential situations around change and all that kind of stuff, and how technology can deal with it. And then there are other existential situations related to clash of ideologies and things like that, between societies, across nations, and all kinds of stuff. But one thing good has always happened out of these kind of situations normally, and history stands evidence to that. And that is, we as individuals, as governments, as companies and businesses, we have invariably gone back and thought of, what is the most key of the key result areas that we should really be focusing on. So there are a bunch of KPIs that we all deal with at an individual level when we are within our projects and teams and companies. There are a bunch of things that we deal with. But every time you're faced with a real big problem, you start thinking about what are those big deals that we have to deal with. Things that are truly important in terms of our focus, attention, and of course, in how we evolve ourselves.
Our next segment here. The market size of DevSecOps is predicted to grow at a CAGR of 29.53% by 2027. To give you the insights on this exponential growth, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Nikhil Ratnaparkhi, Senior Director, Enterprise Architecture, Lewis India; Santan Gopalan Padmanabham, Senior R&D Director, Green Lake Cloud Services and Solutions, HPE; Anjaneya Dubey, CTO, Cloud Infrastructure, Site Reliability Engineering and DevSecOps, Honeywell; Minas Kotian, Senior Specialist Database, Publicis Sapient; and Prashant Khare, Head Digital Native, Cloud Engineering, Oracle India. How adoption of microservices and cloud-native apps are strengthening the DevSecOps for organizations? As Anj also mentioned, how businesses are these days using, and how we have already created a stir in the market.
Sure, definitely. Okay, great. So microservice. First, let's talk about microservices, right? So today, normally, whatever apps we are using in the mobile phone or whatever applications we are using on our desktops, all of them are microservices, right? And that's what has been the design of any cloud-native application development, right? Everybody is aware of software delivery lifecycle, right? And I just want you guys to imagine a line, right? On the left side of the line is your code which you develop, and on the right side, your code is running in form of an application in production, right? Now think about it. The more you lean towards the left side, it's easier to make change. It's less expensive because you're more near to the code. You're not in production. And the more you go towards the right, it becomes difficult. It's more catastrophic if something goes wrong. Important to embrace security at the code layer, which is towards the left side. So that's a fundamental of the DevSecOps. Now, DevOps by nature is very modular. The microservices are very modular, which means that you're not developing everything as a whole, whereas you're distributing everything within a service. You're breaking down everything into individual services. So what you're doing is basically you're making sure that one thing does not impact other, or things can be version controlled, things can be developed, enhanced independently. Now put that into perspective of security, right? Now what do we want from security? That you want to reduce the blast radius. If something goes wrong, and it does go wrong more often than we like to think about, right? We do not want it to impact other functions of my applications, right? That's very important. So that basically makes it more important that we embrace security as part of my development life cycle. security has always been thought as a layer, right, which is running outside the DevOps, which means that we have a security operations team which is doing everything that they're supposed to do. They are defining policies, they are auditing, they are doing pen testing and everything, but they're not in the system. They are still at the fence, right? Now, with DevSecOps, we are bringing them as a part of a design process. We are bringing them as a part of a coding exercise itself. So what benefit do we get out of this, right? First of all, I already mentioned that you're reducing the blast radius, because if your one service gets compromised, it does not impact the other ones. The second thing is scalability. Normally, because you're building these microservices for scale, they can scale very seamlessly at a very fast pace. It's all about agility and speed. Security is something which has always been something which is an afterthought. So by embracing DevSecOps, you can scale your security infrastructure as your microservice increases. So you get the full production from the start itself. Second thing is when you talk about immutable infrastructure, right? Because right now all the microservices are deployed in a way that they are just configuration file. So they are in a readable format. They are not something which is changing on the fly. So that basically makes it more easier to avoid any drift in your configurations. So with these things, making it more simpler, making it, bringing security as a part of code, which means that you can control aspects, and in case you detect any failures, you can fix it independently without impacting any other system. These are some of the things how microservices are basically providing a greater benefits for strengthening the organization which is using DevSecOps.
Alright, so now it's time for me to call upon my guests for the second round table, which is on DevRel. Now, DevRel involves normally establishing relations between a company and the IT community. Now, initially, DevRel specialists, were engaged in promoting developer softwares, products among only developers. But how does the entire developer relations stand out as a functionality? Is it a career opportunity one can explore? To answer this and much more, guys, please give me a huge round of applause for our guest today, Ms. Vanita Agrawal, Head Digital Engagement Practice EPAM India. Mr. Shubhavrata Chatterjee, Distinguished Architect, Digital and Data Services, Societe Generale Global Solution Center. Mr. Naveen Polamareddy, Multi-Cloud Architect, Technology Director, Thomson Reuters. And Mr. Mandar Chitale, India R&D Site Operations Lead from HP. First of all, thank you so much for being a part of our celebrations this year. We are marking the 10th year of Code Gladiators. And to quickly actually start with the point how this entire DevRel is working and what time of the year that we are actually looking at. I want to know from all four of you that is this a good time that we can actually see to make a career move into the developer relations? Mandar, let's begin with you.
So thanks Sukriti for asking the question. Yes, I think I can say any time is a good time to get into the developer relations, right? Particularly if you start looking at we have an offering for private cloud, the brand name of GreenLake, and essentially we enable two types. One is how the platform using APIs, FAQs, and so on and so forth. And then also there is a test bed where you can move on. In addition to that, I just want to give another twist to developer relations here. So it's just not about developers, but also how do you engage partners, developers who are working with partners, right? And if we add that, then that opens up a very different kind of opportunity, because you are working on products which get enabled on the platform. Maybe if you ask me, opportunities galore, and I also see, specialization solutions, wherein you say, hey, for example, if I'm enabling cloud, then you can actually be specialist in specific. So maybe, or if you are enabling the technology on multiple different devices, whether it is a mobile or whether it is a desktop and all, then you actually get specialists which are very focused, so that you can address the issues coming from developers for that specific scenario, right? So I would say, opportunities galore.
Okay, now moving on to the theme hackathons here. I would like to actually call upon Mr. Sanjay Goel to declare the winner's name for the Microsoft GitHub Copilot Hackathon.
Let's start with the declaration of second runner-up, and the award goes to...
Congratulations, Mahesh.
Award for first runner-up goes to... Now, time to announce the champion of Microsoft GitHub Copilot Hackathon. And the champion is...
Congratulations, Ashok. Okay, now it's time for us to announce the awards for the second hackathon partnered with Dockery. I would like to invite Vishal Anand, VP Engineering and Data Science from Dockery.
Hello everyone, I am Vishal Anand, VP Engineering and Data Science at Dockery, which is a physician-only platform offering a cutting-edge solution to programmatically reach healthcare professionals. Its proprietary Physician Identity Resolution Technology (SPN) allows brands to showcase the right information to the right physician at the right moments based on their specialty, location, and professional interest. The problem statement shared for the hackathon, which was identification of healthcare professionals and their specialization, aims to find an approach or solution which can enhance our current algorithm. The response to the hackathon was great, and we had hundreds and thousands of submissions, out of which 12 were shortlisted for the grand finale. And we had a great time and great experience with TechGig, and also I'd like to congratulate TechGig for celebrating 10 years of Code Gladiators. And I wish continues for many more years. And now it's time to announce the winner of the hackathon. And the second runner-up award goes to the first runner-up award goes to
Congratulations, Ayush.
And last but not the least, the grand finale winner is
Congratulations, Ashish.
So congrats everyone, all the winners, and TechGig for the hackathon, for the winning of hackathon, and also for organizing this great event for Dockery. Thank you.
Moving a little more closer, now may I please invite Mr. Santan Gopalan Padmanabhan, Senior R&D Director, GreenLake Cloud Services and Solutions, HP, to announce the second runner-up.
Thank you, Sukriti. I'm Santan Padmanabhan. I'm the Senior Director for R&D at Hewlett Packard Enterprise. Now to announce the second runner-up of the Code Gladiators 2023 competition. It is
Before we announce the champion's name of Code Gladiators 2023, I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Goel, Business Head, TechGig, to give away the award for the esteemed first runner-up.
Thank you, Sukriti. And the very prestigious first runner-up award for TechGig Code Gladiators 2023 goes to
We're about to know the mighty coder who's claimed the glorious title of the champion of the 10th edition of Code Gladiators. For this, I would now like to invite Mr. Jayanta Mukherjee, Senior Director and R&D Leader, Communications Technology Group, HPE.
Thank you, Sukriti, and hello, everybody. Great to be with you all. So my name is Jayanta Mukherjee, and I lead the R&D for the Communications Technology Group within HPE. Again, congratulations to everybody that participated in the 2023 edition of Code Gladiators. And now it is for me to announce the winner for the 2023 version of Code Gladiators. So the winner for Code Gladiators this year is
Congratulations, Jatin. Now I would like to invite Mr. Sanjay Goel, Business Head, TechGig, to conclude this fantastic evening for us.
Our relationship with our winners has been growing now. So it's phenomenal feeling. I mean, like, somebody has to take this job of continuously guiding our talent to study, to work hard, and to look for, bigger dreams in the life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we come to the end of our show, and congratulations to all the winners. And I would also like to express our gratitude to all the participants who've made this magnum opus possible. A big thanks to our organizers, TechGig, and our wonderful corporate partners. Our location recruitment partner, HPE, hackathon partners, Microsoft and Docre, diversity hackathon partner, Microsoft, our platinum associate, Infogame, Diamond partner, Allstate India, silver participant special category, IndiaMart, Goldroot Group and Harris, and our community partners, Silicon India, Google Cloud Developers, Cowork and Analytic, for being such a great support. Thank you one and all. Good night. See you next year with another stupendous edition of Code Gladiators. We will celebrate the winning moment. Thank you so much once again for being here, all of you. Thank you.